Alright, let's get started. It's looking like it's working. I say we make a new top level. Let's do that. So in the app components, app module, the router. So let's make a new top level called insights. Let's get rid of this down here. There you go. Looking at our auth component, we're going to change. We're going to add a router link here for insights. There we go. And let that re-render. Let's say something in chat. What's the title? Okay. Hey, Josh. So this is on the right here. It's gonna do it. It didn't. So I've got a. There you go. So this is like a community data insights, church data insights application. Where right now I'm just trying to build it so that you can look at household data in your community. You can look at a heat map. You can look at like a pie chart. It's an Electron application with Angular 10 with GraphQL fronting a Neo4j graph database. So, yeah. Let's get my advanced scene switcher working. Why isn't it working? Okay, let's see if this works. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Just a little side project, having fun with that. What are you up to, Josh? Hey, Josh, can you hear the music? And how's my voice over the music? Is that any better? Turned it down by about 25 dB. Yeah? Cool. Awesome, I'll keep that there. Alright, so insights 4. We need a .editor file, don't we? So I've actually got GraphQL algorithms running in the background that identify similar households based on your household makeup and your geographic location and like survey data. So if a church was to give a survey about like what things you want to be involved in a church and whatnot, or like what things you enjoy, we can take all that data and run graph algorithms against it to determine similarity and then also determine community. So right now I can show you the database. So this is the database. Let me open it up here. And if we like just look at a really quick sample of the graph, we have things like interests where a certain household and a certain, actually let's change that so you're seeing, so this user right here who is active, I wonder if there's a way to change this, but this user is interested in what's called Wednesday night supper, so they want to help out with like preparing meals on Wednesday nights. So, and then from there, actually let me get this so I can see your chat if you have any more questions. Oh, good to know. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So, there we go. Yeah, won't let me make the graph any bigger. The blue dots are interests, the red dots are members, the pale, like the brown dots, are households. And so a household has a member might have interests, and so we do a couple different things. We actually identify sameness or similarity across members and across households. And so that would provide maybe an insight to leaders of a church to say, hey, so I really enjoy coding it. I'm really bad at marketing. And I've got plenty of friends who are like ministers at churches, or I've got a couple of friends who are adjunct professors at Christian colleges and stuff like that. Hey Anna, thanks for asking. And so it's easier for me to kind of do marketing and get people's interest spiked in this and ask them to, learn about it and then maybe share it with a friend that they might, that might find this useful. So that and the fact that Anna, there's more. I would say there's people. I have this philosophy that software is eating the world, and there's certain organizations that just can't afford it. And I think churches is one of those organizations, unless you're highly organized, like the Catholic Church or the Church of Mormon, so or the Church of Latter-day Saints, if you want to be politically correct. Any other questions, Anna? Just keep them coming. I'm gonna get back to doing a little bit of work. There we go. I'd love to be able to open source it. Let's see here. So to answer Josh's question, I'd love to be able to open source it. I don't think there are a lot of churches out there that even if I open source it could use it effectively. I think I'm really going for like a SaaS sort of idea. And if enough people like it, then maybe we can open source it and I become a consultant to bring new features. But right now it's probably just going to be a SaaS. And even a SaaS, it's going to be very privacy focused SaaS. We can talk about more of that later. Ashley is with the kids. I think they're playing video games right now. I just do this from 3 to 5. I actually work on East Coast time. I start at 7 in the morning Mountain Time, and then I'll work till 3, and then from 3 to 5 I do this. So, yeah. I'm not sure if it's going to be specific to this church, Josh, to my church. If they want to use it, they certainly can. What other questions you got for me? I think the kids are playing video games, actually, Anna, and Ashley's probably helping the kids and on her computer. So. Thanks, Anna. See if it's actually going to move it. Yes, move. Please ask me to refactor all the dependencies. Yes, I love that feature. And then household insights is going to go into here. Move. Yes. Okay. site component. App routing module. All right. Oh, there you go. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Say hi if you just joined the stream. Ask any questions if you want, or just sit back and listen to the music. Household Insights component, the Household Insights component. What do I want it to do? That works, but the Insights has no router outlet. Let's get a router outlet there. And that should show. Yeah, I am using Linux. I do use sudo quite a bit, but dinner's not for another 45 minutes, an hour. I'll have a sandwich then. Actually, I'm not sure what we're having. So, okay, Household Insights works. All right, and then from there, all right, from here, what are we gonna do? So the Insights really is a place to collect the graph algorithms, things like the community groups, the similar. All right, let's showcase a household. Let's do that. Okay, and let's see if we can get a card. So we have that was our data service, remote data service. Yeah, you're not wrong about TDD BDD. I would suspect a lot of that is, so what I'm doing right now is just throwing some stuff on the wall and kind of more iterating on design. I want to show like a household showcase. Really, the insights is for, in my opinion, showing the graph data and then showing individual members or households information, because then it shows this wealth of information about that user, about that household and similar entities, and then their membership based on the groups they're in and the survey they've taken. So right now I'm just going to sling some code and get something out in the UI. I've already got the remote data service. I just want to throw something out there and see how it looks. And then figure out how we're going to get from what I am assuming is going to be the landing page, which is maybe this households page right here, to like clicking on a name and coming to insights. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Right now, I don't have a whole lot of TDD BDD going on, especially in the Angular layer. I do have some in the GraphQL server layer, which is right here. And then the other thing is, like, all of this stuff is very schema-centric. So the IDE right now, just to give you, pull back the curtain a little bit, the server has this schema defining in GraphQL what's happening, and then Cypher queries, which is the Neo4j query language, to go get these specific entities. So to get neighbors, I can get a list of neighbors to this household, and it'll return households that have the neighbor-to relationship, right? But I'm not too concerned about unit tests, because once I write this query, I can come into my front ends, go to my queries here, and the IDE is actually going and inspecting my running backend and then telling me and allowing me to autocomplete all of this. So if in this right here I wanted to get the neighbors, I can go neighbors here and say the neighbors have a name and an ID, and it's auto-completing a lot of that stuff. And so I'll end up getting almost compilation errors when I go to compile everything. So I'm less worried about unit testing and BDD at runtime. So. Okay. You're right, strongly typed code doesn't always work, but I think it does push some of the concerns down the road, right? And that's really what I'm going for. Is this is a prototype. What I want to do is get some of this stuff up and running, and then try to convince some churches to pilot and use this. Like there's concerns right now I have about privacy. I really don't want to, if I was to do a SaaS, I don't want to have to collect all of this PII. Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with managing PII for hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals and families. And so really the idea here is providing a tool where they can import from their current church management system their entire directory and a bunch of information and dump it into this as a desktop application, and it would have a running, a community license of Neo4j running, and a very lightweight API gateway, and the Electron application, and so all of their PII is running on the desktop on these, ministers, pastors, church leaders' machines. That's the business I want to be in, is providing the functionality, not having to manage PII. And so what I'm really looking to do here is build up something that is valuable enough for someone to say, yeah, I'll give that to me. I want to use it right now on my machine, and start getting a couple of churches to use it, so that I can start creating integrations with church management softwares or church management platforms, so they can just press a button, export all of their data, come into the data tab here, the data tab right here, and essentially just import all of their data. But yeah. All right, back to this. Let's see how that looks. It has been such a long time since I've done Angular, by the way. Let's see here. I need some sort of container around that, don't I? That's what I'm doing. A content container in the around the router outlet. Wait, I can't remember what it is. Let's look at the heat map component. Async, not wait. Now. That's observable. Public query results, get households. This query has a church and a number of households. They're still compiling. Okay, back to their card design. Cannot read property church. No. Oh, yeah, you have a data. There we go. Okay, I think I want to change that. Several will get households. Pipe. Map. There we go. The Fleming household. Cannot read property data of null. Oh, yeah, because I changed you. Of course. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's not do a card title. Still don't like church. Why not? Isn't async supposed to stop you from throwing on that? Okay, and then the other thing we want to do, let's look at their grid. places I did that. I ended up putting a question mark. Right. That was in the heat map. Yeah, okay. You like me now. Then let's pick at random. Household index sub 0 is equal to math.random. Times 0 plus x dot church sub 0 dot households dot length plus 0. There's a chance I could choose the same one twice, or 3 times, or all 4 times. But I think I'll be okay for now for this POC code. Is that the right one? Oh, 1.8 million downloads. That better be. It's got 3.5 though. And watch my computer crawl to a stop. I've got 4. So is the subscribe not running? Don't have any errors. I really want 4 across, so that means I need to change this to 3. Oh, no wonder I don't have that index now. Okay. Math on floor, I think. There you go. Okay, we'll get rid of this console log. Okay, so there's our household showcase. Let's see here. And then maybe let's look at this card and stuff again. What do I have to work with? I'd like to have maybe Hmm. Let's just put a placeholder image there. Placeholder.it. Placeholder.com. Okay, let's put a placeholder here of 600 by 400. Okay. Nearest neighbor. There's gotta be a way to do that that's easier. Ah, you could just say the entire content area doesn't show up in GF households. Async. Church. And then replay operator. Alright, let's see what happens now. Oh, we need to close that. Now we can say adults would be I really want an unordered list. Why are you giving me an ordered list? Okay, just about time for me to stop. yeah, one of the things I've been looking at is using Google to determine how long it takes to get from a specific location, like a home, to like a church, and then calculating like the gas used by the congregation, or you could do carpooling or something like that. My family says I've got a vehicle that seats six. Find me someone on the way. Seat six, but I'm a family of four. Find someone on the way. That, yeah, totally a good idea. Um, yeah. The other thing is also doing like site evaluation, so that maybe a church has grown or it's gotten smaller and they want to evaluate a new site or new location. They want to know the impact to the entire congregation. They can say, okay, here's where we want to go. We know how long it takes on average for everyone to get to this location. We want to move to this location. Show me everyone whose drive times increase, or show me the average drive time. Yeah, I think there's some interesting features around distance traveled. So. Let's actually add neighbors. Huh. There you go. So if we want to come in here and update our queries, forget households. Neighbors, distance, name, last. Let's do ID. And then it should have regened. Pretty sure it did. So back to the insights components. There you go. Yep, now we've got neighbors, and the closest neighbor is the Yates household at 4.61 kilometers away, I believe. I think that's kilometers. Okay, so then we can come in here and say that it is church.house holds H index neighbors sub0 dot name. Get church. Okay, you haven't genned. Why didn't you gen? Okay, so that means then how would I get the distance? I'd like to create a pipe to convert kilometers to miles, maybe. Pretty sure that's kilometers. Then moreover, would take the actual profile screen. Done for the day. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'm stepping out. Appreciate the questions, and thanks for sticking around, Josh. It means a lot, man. Talk to you guys later. Bye.